When it comes to the world of occult practices, we all have our own viewpoints and understandings. Sometimes those viewpoints evolve over time to include new perspectives, and other times they never change for the sake of keeping old world traditions alive. Now, when it comes to the vast amount of entities that's found throughout the occult world, then oh boy, everyone has an opinion and a half about them. They can range from these entities being guides to help us evolve and reach a higher plane of existence, them not caring about what we do and only observe, to some of the more extreme, one of them being these entities are evil and all they want to do is corrupt our souls and devour us. Ultimately, there are more opinions than actual answers, and more misinterpretations than there are truths, especially when it comes to this particular deity. Yes, that is Baphomet, or at the very least, how we interpret Baphomet in modern times. Few entities has as much mystery surrounding them like Baphomet does. Is it actually Satan? Is it good, bad, or even real to begin with? Well, I'm hoping some of those questions will have answers because of this guy here, Atius Day. Atius has a book coming out titled The Book of Baphomet Conversations with the Horned One. The target release window is around the end of October and early November of this year. However, I was fortunate enough to read a little bit of the book before its official release, and I figure why not share some thoughts I've had about it. From the little I've read, I can tell you now the book is going to be very well written and not a hard read. By hard read, I mean someone getting a thesaurus and finding the most sophisticated words to use and come across more intelligent than they actually are, or just having a jabbering mess of nonsense to confuse the reader and leave them with a headache. I don't expect the book to have any fluff or veer off its topic with inane arguments. That's not to say there won't be any complexity here. I'm very sure there will be, but that complexity won't come at the cost of reader comprehension. Upon reading the chapter that was shared with me, I was finding myself a little disappointed because some of the information shared about Baphomet is already widely known. And with the title of the book in mind, it makes you assume there's going to be a conversation between the author, Atius, and the Horned One, Baphomet. However, being that the conversation is one of the main appeals, it's smart not to give it to the reader right up front. It leaves me even more curious how Atius is going to introduce the reader to the information gleaned from Baphomet. Will it be a chapter by chapter thing, or will it all be dumped at once? I can't rightfully say, but as it stands, my attention has been caught. As I kept reading, disappointment turned to excitement. I wasn't expecting some instructions on how to incorporate Baphomet into spiritual workings, nor read a grounded approach to demon worship. And yet, I came across this. Although talked about very briefly, it was intriguing, and I give Atius credit for being a good tease. It is mentioned more detail will be given in the future chapters about those topics, but it's a gosh darn shame I have to wait until the book is fully released to obtain those details. It's frustrating, but in the best of ways because I crave more. The foundation has been laid for a very strong book, and my expectations have been raised. I'm more interested in the information gained from Baphomet by what I can only assume to be channeling on Atius's part. How will it differ from what's already out there, and What effect, if any, did it have on Atius and how he perceives Baphomet? While I don't think the book will change the minds of people who already have their opinions formed on Baphomet and the more darker aspect of the occult in general, I feel that's not what Atius is going for. I think instead of changing minds, he's trying to introduce a different perspective of a misunderstood deity and its involvement in his life, along with tidbits on how it can help a person's spiritual growth. All in all, I want more, and I'm excited for what's to come. So be on the lookout for the full review of the Book of Baphomet Conversations with the Horned One on this channel in the coming months. And if you want to stay updated on the book release or find out more information about Atius, then be sure to check the comment section down below for all of his links. Thank you all for stopping by, and I will be seeing you next time.